Hey there, good looking. Welcome to this upper body strengthening workout. Listen, I have a huge treat for you with this workout. Not only are we going to hit the abs, we're also going to do a variety of movements where we're moving through the joint and then we're also holding it, what we call isometrically. It's going to be so much fun and it's going to toast those upper body muscles of yours. Now listen, if you're doing this in real time, this is also day 4 of the Limitless challenge. For equipment, I recommend a variety of dumbbells, especially grabbing a pair of light for those isometric holds that we're going to be doing, in addition to what you consider are moderate and heavy for your upper body. For reference, I have a pair of 15s, 12s, and 5s. Now, we also have my amazing niece, Cassidy, on set today. So, gather your gear and let's go get warmed up. All right, before we get busy, if you like to track your exercise with your watch, you want to push start on that, I recommend a strength training for your setting. All right, you ready, Cass? Ready. Perfect. We're going to get into the shoulder here, mirror us, lead with the thumb, come all the way up, turn the pinky to the wall behind you, and come down. Do it again. Now we're taking this slow to get deep into the shoulder joint. So it's called controlled articular rotations, or CARs. If you're on the Over 50 Fitness platform, Katrina, our movement specialist, has an amazing CARs series. You got to check that out. Last one. Beautiful other side. So in today's workout, we are working with movement with a strength-based move, and then we'll take that same muscle group and then pound it by holding a movement, what we call isometric. Last 2. One more. Excellent. Now, we're going to move apart a little bit more so we don't hit each other. We're opening and closing, still working on those shoulders, but now also opening up the chest and the upper back. For today's workout, it's 30 seconds of work. So here's where you can go really heavy because we'll get fewer reps in. We have 3 sets as well, and then we move on to a new grouping. We have 5 groupings altogether. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take this arm and reach it up and the other side. Those of you with osteoporosis, you won't do quite as a radical side bend as Cass and I are doing. If you're new to me, this is my niece Cassidy. She comes and helps me out every so often. She's a super popular woman though. She's harder to book than Taylor Swift. So I'm serious. I booked you like 2 months ago, didn't I? Yeah. So she's from the Sunshine Coast here in British Columbia and her and her mom own an amazing health food store called Roberts Creek Wellbeing in Roberts Creek, Sunshine Coast. Last 2 and 1. All right, we're going to hip hinge here, hands under the shoulders for me. Let's take that left arm, reach up, look up, and the other side. So there you go, Cass. I did your plug. I did a plug. I expect some free supplements next time I visit. Actually, they carry amazing vintage clothing, jewelry, local art. It truly is. If I wasn't related to her, I would still be shouting their praises. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the elbows up and kick back. Really extend the arms. So this would be moving through your exercise. Now let's hold the arms and hold them. So this would be an iso hold or an isometric hold. So that's how we're going to roll through all the moves. And hold here for 3, 2, 1, and to stand. All right, I want you to grab your heaviest dumbbells that you have for your chest press. Get set up, down on the mat, elbows in front of the shoulders, wrists lined up with the elbows. Now, from here, we are exhaling as we press up and then lowering back of the arms to the ground. As mentioned, go heavy. This is 30 seconds of work, and we're also going slow and controlled with this. Pressing the dumbbells away from you, letting them touch when they're above the upper chest. Back of the neck is long. All right, now we're coming into a high plank, or follow Cassidy and be on your forearms if high planks are bothersome for your wrists or shoulders. You can also be on the knees to further modify. From this position, take the opposite hand, tap the shoulder, and then release. Now, for those of you on your elbows, it might be a little harder. So what you might want to do is straighten your arm and reach forward instead of tapping. So just reach. Yeah, that might be a little easier for you. So our iso hold here is for the core, pecs, shoulders, triceps. Time. So for those of you that are part of the Limitless challenge, this is where we're getting our core work in at the beginning. So there won't be any additional work. For the abs, we're going to get them in during the workout. You're welcome. All right, set number 2, chest press. Slow and controlled, fully extending those arms, back the neck long. Now we're coming near the end of the set. So if you do not feel the pecs, the back of the arms, you don't feel a struggle in finishing these last few reps, I need you to go heavier. Time. All right, it's important that you find what's going to challenge you because that's how we're going to get stronger. Deal? All right, on the hands or on the forearms. Knees to modify further. 3, 2, 1, plank, tap opposite shoulder or reach forward if you're on the elbows. Keep the feet apart though. You're going to find that if you're on the toes, you're going to find that helps you keep those hips quiet. So here's our iso hold move, working into the pecs, shoulders, and triceps. Last few seconds. Woo! All right, so we got one more set of everything. Back to that chest press. Once again, I can't emphasize enough, make sure you're lifting heavy enough. Here we go, take her down. Elbows in front of the shoulders, back of the neck long. Let's press up, breathe out, lower down. Whew. How you doing, Cass? All right, last plank hold. After this, we're going to move on. Wrists under shoulders or elbows under shoulders. Knees, if this is where you want to be. Otherwise, off the knees and tap opposite shoulder or reach ahead with that hand. Come on, reach it, Cass. Atta girl. So Cassidy is absolutely hilarious. Just before we started filming, she's like, I was really hoping that you could just do yoga. Why aren't you a yoga instructor? Last few seconds. We'll grab water in 5, 3, 2, time. Woo! Shake out those arms. All right, we got 30 seconds to grab some water. Cassie, what are you drinking again, just in case people ask? Nettle. Hibiscus. She's drinking nettle, hibiscus. And lemon balm. And lemon balm? Yeah. Oh. And water, right? Water mixing it all. Yeah. All right. Quadruped row. Let's get those heavies. Place them underneath the wrist. Knees apart underneath the shoulders. Neutral spine. Let's take the left elbow. Drive it up. Row. Other arm. So sorry, nettle, hibiscus, lemon balm, and fresh lemon as well, and water. There you go. She was drinking a concoction last time we filmed, and you guys asked, and I said, I don't know, some hippie type drink, because she's a hippie. Time. All right, we're moving into swimmers. If you do Pilates, you'll know this move. I want you to come down onto the tummy Extend the arms straight out for me. Chin tucks in. Once you've seen the move, you're just going to bring one arm up and the other leg, opposite leg up. So it's like you're swimming, but I don't want you to go fast. It's slow. Now, this is too much. Bring the hands down and just swim through the legs. This is really good back extensor move. You'll also work into the shoulders and into the glutes. So here we're getting our core as well. For those of you part of the Limitless Challenge, remembering our core is more than our abs. It also involves our low back muscles. Time. All right. So that was our iso hold move for the back. Let's go back to the quadruped row, which is working our back muscles, but now through movement base. Knees apart under shoulders, wrists under shoulders. Knees apart under hips, wrists under shoulders. Drive the elbow up. Once you see me, I want you just to take a gaze at the top of your mat. If this is bothersome for your knee joints, double up your mat. I think many of you know that, especially if you do struggle with sensitive knees, you know your workarounds and what's going to work for you. Last one. All right, just bring the dumbbells off to the side a bit. We're taking ourselves onto our belly, extending the arms up. Chin is going to tuck in. I don't want you to crank that neck up. Now, let's lift up the body so both arms and legs are off your mat, and then one lowers and the other. So you're going to feel that in the extensors, right in the low spine, low back area. Hip bones are going to stay on the ground, so we're not going so fast that we're swinging side to side, rolling side to side. Slow and controlled. And yes, you will feel those shoulders. Breathe. Legs stay straight. Put some imaginary duct tape around those knee joints, please. Back up. One more of each, and then we move on. Wrists under shoulders. Knees apart under hips. Spine long, neutral, gaze slightly ahead. Left arm, breathe out. Right arm, breathe out. Draw that belly button in so we don't let that low back sag. One more each arm. Last one. Whew. All right, we got swimmers. On the stomach. Extend those arms. Now let's just lift the upper and lower body and just pause here. We're not doing anything. And now swim. I like to point my toes a little bit. And again, we're moving through the hip, not those knees. We're standing for the next series of moves. Woo, baby. Damn, Cassidy just said. Damn right. Here's your yoga. You wanted yoga? Here you go. Time. All right, crew, come on up. Grab a quick sip if you need it. We're going to need your moderate and your light dumbbells for the next grouping. We have an Arnie press for our shoulders and then an iso hold shoulder press. So, our Arnie press. Feet shoulder width or hip width, knees are bent. Draw the belly button in, bracing the abs. Bring the arms up, palms facing. Take this arm, rotate, and the other arm. Oh, we're off tempo, Cass. Now, when we do the Arnie press, we're not rotating the whole body. So I really want you to bend those knees and brace in those your abs and that core of yours. So we keep that part quiet. Time. Whew. All right, so what you might want to do is sink down into a little lighter weight. You're going to want, oh, it's as light as you got there. Hey, kid. Okay. Palms facing me. Elbows at shoulder height, and hold. we're just going to chill here. So this is our isometric hold. Breathe. If it feels too uncomfortable in the shoulders, you can turn those palms to face you. So try that. That might help a bit, but it's going to burn, okay? And if it's not burning, you need heavier dumbbells. Whew. All right, round 2. Back to those Arnie presses. Are you going to go bigger? Did I shame you into it with that look? All right, arms up and press. Breathe out as we press. Now, isometric holds are a lot of fun to do. We don't recommend them, though, for regular basis as part of your regular workout program because you're not moving your joint through its full range of motion. But it's nice to add on with full range of motion exercises. Time. All right. Iso hold. Here we go. Here we go. So palms can face you or face me. And hold. Now take a look. We want those elbows at shoulder height. You there? Good. Now I want you to brace those abs because if you start to feel your low back, that means you've let that core go. Believe it or not, there is a lot of core that needs to be active while we hold. There's a lot going on. Woo! This is kind of like torture, isn't it, Cassidy? Yeah. Now tell me where the money is. Woo! Time. All right, we got one more, everyone. Bend your knees to pick up your next pair of dumbbells. All right, Arnie press. We're going to alternate in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Last set, and then we'll leave these poor shoulders alone and start picking on the arms more. Oh, things are getting toasty now. So if they're not getting toasty for you, we need what? That's right, heavier weights. Last one. Woo! All right, iso hold. One thing I recommend is you make note of the weights you're lifting so that you know whether or not you need to increase. All right, you got a journal of everything you're lifting. Because maybe you're like me too. I don't remember. The heck was I squatting with 2 weeks ago? It is on my list of things to do to create a journal for all of us so that we can journal our workouts. Woo! Oh, there we go. Cassidy has a journal. Roberts Creek Wellbeing. Time. Woo! All right, we were asked, we're moving into the biceps. All right, so I want you to grab heavier set if you can. Oh, that's ambitious. That's really ambitious. I'm going to use your 12s. All right, we have around the world curls. So you're going to take it in a circle, and then we opposite circle. Okay, 30 seconds of that. 3, 2, 1, and go. Cass, do you have online shopping? Mm-hmm. Cassidy has online shopping. RobertsCreekWellbeing.com. Yeah. No hyphens, nothing fun, no funny business, no. There you go. RobertsCreekWellbeing.com. Tell them Auntie PJ sent you. She'll know. Woo! One more. All right, we're gonna want to drop down a little bit. We're gonna hold halfway with that bicep curl. So I want the palms facing. All right, like we're holding a tray up. Elbows under shoulders, wrists are straight. That's important, crew. So you're gonna feel the biceps and as well as your forearm extensors. So this is kind of good news, both accounts. Woo, hello pipes. And just find your happy place. 10 more seconds. So I'm using 10s and 12s for this series. Woo! So just to give you an idea. All right, around the world curls. Cassidy's using 20s and 25s. She's a machine. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, look at those pipes. Here we go. Ready? Circle towards each other. And now circle back home. So they almost touch when they're in that midline of your body. Just a different way of doing a bicep curl. I just wanted to give you guys some variety. Especially because we're on day 4, the Limitless challenge. I don't want you to be bored of my workouts by day 21. All right, you can switch out if you need to. Iso hold. All right, we're gonna find that happy place again. This one's tough. 3, 2, 1, hold that tray. Wrists can curl in a little bit as opposed to even with the ground. Slight curl, and that will help strengthen your wrists too. If you're like my buddy here, she's got some sensitive wrists. We just gotta build them up. Can you see my muscles? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Is it impressive? I'm just going to walk around like this all the time. All right, last round. Actually, that's what you do in fitness competitions. You do some pump exercises. Yeah, to pump up take your tubing with you and just do it. Circle. You do some push-ups before you go out on stage. It's a stupid sport. People don't do it. Yeah, I tried it. Done. Moved on. Ooh. If you like chicken and broccoli, it's your sport. But if you like food like I do, not your sport. One more. Come on. Oh, goodness me. All right, iso hold now. Oh. Whew. Okay. We're almost there too, crew. Let's hold. After this, we're going to pick on the triceps and then we're done. Maybe we should turn to the side cast so they could see our biceps. Hey, look at that. Look at that at home, huh?
My right is bigger.
Is your right bigger? So we go the other way? Okay, we'll go the other way. Anything for you. See you at home. If you can't have fun, don't show up. All right, we're going to get a bit of a break, and then we're going to move into some triceps, which I'm not going to lie, these are going to hurt. Beginners, you may want to stay with really light for both moves. I'm going to switch out. I'm starting with 10s. Whew. All right, ready? And Cassie's like, what do I do? Cassie and I'll go in an angle. Hip hinge for me, elbows up, kick back. We're just alternating, similar to the Arnie press where we alternated. Now we want that neutral spine. We want your gravity to come down on the back of the arm. So if you're too high up like this, we actually aren't hitting the triceps. We need to hinge forward, hike those elbows up so that the line of gravity falls on the tricep to properly target it when we're working with dumbbells. Time. All right, now we'll switch out and we're just gonna go back in that same position. I know, it's gonna suck. Extend the arms out and hold it. Hold. I know, don't worry, Cass, I'll buy you dinner tonight. It's on me. You can drink as much wine as you want. Woo! I wish I could mic Cassidy. She's making some good noises. We're almost there, everybody at home. 10 seconds. Keep smiling. Whoa, baby. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, good news, crew. Round Run is done. Bad news, 2 more to go. All right, kickbacks. You ready? Let's do that hip hinge. Elbows up, individual arms. If you are a true masochist, do a double arm kickback. I know there are some of you out there, so go for it. Now draw the belly button in towards your spine, or what we call brace your abs. That's going to help protect your low back in this hip hinge position. Time. Whew. All right, switch out to some light ones. For those of you that are beginners, maybe you're switching out to against gravity only, so no dumbbells. That is completely acceptable. So if you need 2 is cast. Did you keep, oh, I thought you kept the 8s. I'm like, wow. Kick back and hold. Let's bring those arms up. That's what's gonna get those triceps. Back of the neck is long. I want that top of the head down to the tailbone, all one line, halfway. Whoa. Hang in there, kid. Yep, keep smiling, Cass. George is watching us behind camera. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Whoa. Told you this one would. Yeah, I did. Save the best for last. How's that? Words matter, Cassidy. Words matter. All right, kickbacks, last set. Let's do it. Whew. Those of you at home, you didn't hear that. My dog Bella's behind the curtain here, and she just rolled over and went, "Hurr." She's having a rough day. Woo! Time. All right, we can put those down. We're not coming back to those. Well, so again, you got that option. You can use body weight only. It's still going to burn because you've got the arm up against gravity. Or, I challenge you, try and stick it out. This is our last set. Come on. Smile. Breathe. Sing a song in your head. I don't care. We are so close. 10 seconds. Woo! That's it, Cass. Arms up a little higher. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Woo! Oh, yeah. Let's do a little high five. Well done, you at home. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We'll do some stretches, and then you have done day 4 if you're part of the challenge. Looks like we'll be sipping wine out of our straws tonight, so we don't have to lift our arms. Okay, you guys, let's actually go into a seated position. Now, if seated positions irritate the hips or you're just quite tight, I want you to sit in a chair or pop your hips up and sit on a pillow or a bolster. Good, just mirror me, hand behind the head. Give it a little help with the other hand and then lean away from that side. Nicely done. And you can bring the legs out too if that feels better for you. You can also push pause and take your shoes and socks off and just kind of fully relax into the stretch. Now let's release this arm to the ground. Take this one that's behind the head and reach up and over. For those of you who have osteo, that lateral flexion isn't recommended deep with your spine, at which point you're just going to kind of up and over and hold. Otherwise, you're going to really reach across. Come back up, other hand in between the shoulder blades. Bring the other hand, give it some assistance, and then let's lean away from that arm. Really try to open your chest up too. If you're quite tight here, there's going to be this tendency of rounding everything forward. I want you to try to open up. So if that means not using this hand, this opposite hand, then don't use it. Just hold here. I just banged the mic. You probably got a bunch of feedback. My apologies. Nothing but professional audio with over 50 fitness and fitness with PJ. Now let's release this arm down, reach up and over, taking it at a minimum with osteoporosis or really reaching. And then we can open up that top shoulder and gaze to the ceiling. See, here's your yoga. There you go. Come back to center. Let's walk the hands behind us and just open the chest up, really opening and broadening that upper chest area, stretching into the pecs, gaze at the ceiling. I wish I had a camera so I could show you guys how cute George looks right now. Does he not look cute? Now we'll go on a bit of an angle here. I want you to bring your legs out, hip width apart, feet are flexed, knees are bent. Take the left hand, grab onto the opposite foot, the other hand, grab on the opposite. Now point the toes, separating the shoulder blades, and drop the head and chest to your thighs. Yeah, nice back stretch here. Release, getting into the forearms because we are gripping those dumbbells for so long. Taking one arm out, fingertips to the ground, pull the palm towards you and then rotate the palm away from you. So you should feel it in what we call your forearm extensors. If you've ever had tennis elbow, you'll be familiar with this stretch. We're keeping that elbow straight as well. That's going to give us a better stretch. Let's release that, shake it out if that feels good, and then other side. Again, elbow is straight, and we're really rotating that away from the midline of the body. So you're going to get a lot more stretch. A lot of people just pull the fingers towards them, and that's it. You can get a bit more by adding that rotation. Final stretch. Now into the opposite side of the forearm. We need to go on all fours for this. We're going to separate the fingers as wide as we can and have them pointed towards our knees. Tuck our toes behind us and then just sit back onto our heels. Arms are straight until we feel the top of the palm start to lift off and hold there. Now, very slowly, we're going to pull the palm with the tips of the fingertips last to come off our mat. Really press in, too, to stretch into each individual finger. And shake it out. There we go. You did it. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you drop a comment down below. We love reading them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hey, we'll see you next workout. Bye. Hey there, good looking. Welcome to this upper body workout. Listen, we're going to add... All right, before we get started, if you have a watch on, you might want to press start. Okay, hold on, we got to do that again.